I do want to say a little bit about Sinners.
Go ahead.
Because I saw Sinners.
How many times?
I only saw it once, and I keep saying I'm going to go again, but I'm going to watch it again.
I still have to watch it.
When I tell you, I thought this movie was so good.
It was brilliant.
It was brilliant. And I think that there were people who missed a lot of the allegory, a lot of the metaphors.
A lot of the nuances.
Correct. Because it wasn't just a vampire movie. And I think for those, because I've seen some people talk about it on social media, and they're like, oh, you know, it was just all right, everybody hyping it up. I really think a lot of that shit just went over your goddamn head.
Yeah, because it wasn't just a vampire movie.
It was
now,
not.
I would have loved for them to get to the vampires a little bit faster.
Yes.
But it was more than just a vampire movie. It was about community.
Yeah.
And it was also about the way that, you know, we're magic, and they've always wanted to come in and infiltrate our space. They've always wanted to take from us, and they've always wanted to take pieces and fragments of and claim it as their own.
Yes.
And make us all be as
they being the colonizers. Go ahead.
Make us all be as one with them in leadership, and us being subservient to them. And so I watched it with those eyes. I watched it as the Asian people who have always been amongst us, who
made the decision at some point to choose to be in closer proximity with white
people, as when they and you can also see when the man worked in the black store, the woman worked across the street in the white store, so that she can have more close proximity to white women. Also, I saw G pointed this out to me. The bandana around her head was one of the photographs that they used to try to enlist women into the military or something like that. He was telling me. I also saw how when it was time when the block got hot, you know. It was like, we only came here for this, when the struggle was real for everybody involved. But they said, okay, well, we'll let them handle this, and we got to go home to our kids. They'll take care of that on their own. But you were okay in there gathering the goods, making the money, fellowshipping for a profit. But then when the things got to where it became a human situation, you stepped outside of that and you chose yourself. You chose your own people. You know, so it was just you know, a lot of things that I saw.
Right. So like, I noticed how throughout history, I mean, I was writing notes. I was writing notes in the film because it just provoked me to think about a lot of things. Over history, they've always taken from us, like you were saying. They took our land, whether it was Seneca Village, which is now Central Park in New York. That was a black city, a black town. Rosewood, Florida. Tulsa, Oklahoma, aka Black Wall Street. Lake Lanier, right here in Georgia. They flooded that.
Oscarville.
Correct. And so in those days, they savagely took from us. They flooded us. They burned out the cities, whatever. Whenever we were self-contained, millionaires, we were self-contained. We had our own doctors, grocery stores, banks, you name it. They took from us. One of the things that I noticed is how it's still happening today. Not as savagely. They're not coming in and burning up towns, but they're doing it in a more sophisticated way. They're still taking our shit from us, but through gentrification. They're taking it because the property tax goes up on your house and you can't afford it now. So they've just found a more savvy way of doing it. That was one of the things that I noticed. I also noticed how that white girl, she was biracial, but she was still white. How the white girl, because she was passing as white in the movie, how the white girl or white women have always been a source of confusion for black men to the demise of black men. Emmett Till, Shannon Sharp.
Don't do
I wouldn't even say that was. I think that was all on him.
Don't do tell me.
Nah, he got what he. I mean, he like it said. You play host roll games.
You get host roll activities.
Exactly. So I mean, I wouldn't. Shit, ain't I just can't lump Shannon Sharp in that position. I think he got himself in that position, to be honest.
Well, your brother G said, he stuck me in my back with a pen when he was getting ready to go out, like a safety pin. I'm not gonna forget that nigga. that you stabbed me in my back with a pee into myself. This from my. I was getting ready to go and say. He was like, I was like, GK, you still this thing, huh? And it was a safety pin right there. I was like, oh. He said, this for my arm. I said, oh.
Right. Okay.
Oh, bitch.
Nah,
oh, bitch.
Right.
This for your arm.
That's a mess.
No, Shannon got what he was looking for that, and he got what he was looking for.
Well, here's the other thing about the movie Sinners. You mentioned this too about how they always try to take our intellectual property and that kind of thing. Like when the whole scene with the music, with the young boy with the guitar, and he was like, no, I'm going to own all of that. That's going to all be mine. It's the same thing that we see with record labels now. The black artists are the creators of this music, but the music is not owned by them. They own our gifts. They own our talent in so many ways. I thought about how white folks don't all, like when you see it now, like when you see like these trends on social media where white people, they can't stand to see black joy. That scene in the movie where they were all outside of the house and those black people were inside that juke joint just having fun, dancing, drinking, eating, and those white people were just outside looking at them. They just never wanted us to have our own peace. Like the movie was just great. And then just the vampires itself, they represented the hatred that we sometimes get from white folks, you know, especially in this culture, in this society. But it was a great movie. It was definitely one of those things that it provoked me to think about a lot.
And I heard that the casting was very good because you know how a lot of times people are, especially in the movie industry, they're not able to diversify their cast.
Mm-hmm.
And from what I heard was that Sinners did that. So Sinners really gave.
Yeah, it was a diverse cast.
So they were saying Sinners gave.
Were there any
basically pointed that out so much that there's no excuse why other production companies or other movies can't diversify their own cast.
Right.
So
and then also just how
were there any fags in it?
I don't know. I haven't seen the movie yet.
There were no fags.
I still have to see the movie.
But remember how when the white people first came and some of the black people were so ready to let them come in, just like some of you are so ready to let them come to the proverbial cookout. And then that black lady said, who are they? Why are they here? What do they want? Like, it's just like sometimes we're so inviting. We're so inviting. And I don't know. It was great. I thought it was really great. I thought it was really well done.
I love the way that they mixed the genres of music.
Yes. That was
Were
great.
there any fags in it?
No, there weren't any fags. I don't think there were any
See it
fags.
tomorrow.
And then also it made me think about how it's everybody against us. Because remember the scene when they were outside and it was the Irish people, the white people, some of the black people who had become vampires. They were all coming after these black people who were in this juke joint. It's like it's everybody against us. The Candace Owens of the world. Right? The Byron Donalds of the world. Like all of these black people who it's not just us against them, it's us against everybody.
Also, when you looked at the endless fields of cotton, it just really spoke to like just riding through the cotton field, and it was just like, and these people were free in the 30s, but yet still had to pick cotton.
Yeah. Yes.
It was the cotton fields for me, like how it was just like endless fields of cotton.
Right. It showed a black woman sacrificing herself. Yes. Yeah.
Great. Endless. I was like, yo.
They said stop telling the movie.
Child, the movie been out for a month. You should have been by now. No damn spoiler alert. You should have took your ass over there to see the shit. He working on part 2. You talking about you?
Oh, so there's going to be a part 2.
I don't. Well, the way that it
I
ended.
saw the timeline for Sinners. G and I be sharing that stuff back and forth because you know that we be really into that kind of shit. So it was I was seeing that there's Sinners and it was Sinners. It was like the timeline of the releases of
okay.
You know, of the names of it, and then it's going to be like way down the line Sinners 2. But there's going to be other Sinners in the like other sinners named in the universe. But and then after that, it'll be sinners too.
Washington DC, the Phags are coming back to the Howard Theater on May 30th. Yeah, that's right. We're coming back. You don't believe it? Anderson, tell these people that we're coming back to the Howard Theater on May 30th.
Washington, D.C. Honey, they said y'all couldn't get enough of the Phags, and guess what? Y'all called us back. Oh my God. May 30th, 2025, the Phags will be back in the building at the Howard Theater. Honey, the Howard Theater said, honey, we brought the black folks and all the other kin folks out, child, and come on back. So guess what? Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Come on, get your seats, honey. Visit www.phagtalk.com to get your tickets for the 5:30 show. That is May the 30th, 2025.
Baltimore, Maryland. Baltimore, Maryland. Honey, the motherfucking Phags are on the way on May 25th, 2025.
Yes, God, honey, we are back at the La Familia.
We heard y'all were looking for the Phags. Well, guess what? The Phags are coming back, baby. That's right. May 25th. Baltimore, Maryland. My hometown, so y'all know y'all got to show out for the people.
Now, girl, listen. Y'all know how packed it be. So, bitch, when by the sound of my voice, I need you to be running over there to www.phagtalk.com. Once again, by the sound of my voice, I need you to be running your ass down there to www.phagtalk.com and get your tickets for the extravaganza of foolery that we brings to Baltimore.